Hi there, this is Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and welcome to Terraria. I don't really have a plan for today. I usually have a plan, or at least some kind of vague notion of what I'm trying to accomplish. Usually with some kind of view to, not just showing you me digging. Despite the fact that that's a very, very important part of the game. But I'm really not quite sure what I want to do next, other than quarantine off this last bit of corruption. So that's pretty much my goal, is to just get rid of this. Oh, I'm doing it very inefficiently as well. Might as well just dig straight down. So yeah, decisions. I don't know how exactly, I know that this particular, you've got this big, huge corruption tube going down there, but I don't know how much the standard corruption goes down. So it's going to be a case of following it around and cutting it off from the rest of civilization, and then going back and making sure that it, there's a good gap between the corruption and the surrounding terrain. Whether you're going for, a separation of at least 3 or 4, or whether you're going to also line the sides of it with brick or something. I'm going to turn off my minus helmet for a bit, so I get an idea of where it's dark. Because one of the things, if you wander around with the light shining on you, it's very easy to kind of get into the habit of just wandering along and not realizing that you've left this enormous big dark tunnel behind you, which is not necessarily very useful. So I'm going to follow reasonably closely to the actual. Where is it? I'm going there now. The actual, contour of the corruption. I don't want to actually carve it out, certainly not by hand, because that's just going to take too long. When I get into hard mode, I get to start looking at things like, well, I say things like, specifically the contaminator. Now see, there's a bit of corruption right there. So especially when there's dirt involved, I've got to be quite careful, because the corruption can spread even in non-hard mode, and then I'm just going to make life more difficult for myself. Obviously, I could use purification powder for some of this, but that's also just a temporary measure when you get down to it. Dig this very carefully, very quickly. I missed my drill. I think it's a cobalt drill I've got in my my first character. Oh, I miss that so much. Just you go through, you know, rock and you just go through everything like it's made of cheese. It's brilliant. Why have we stopped? Chuck some torches now. Diggy dig 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 dig. Mostly I tend to use a kind of, you know, within pickaxe reach. If I can reach it with a pickaxe, then we'll get rid of it. That's alright. Nah, you see already. You see, it's happened there already. It's already. And that is how the corruption spreads, boys and girls. And again, in hard mode, it just gets worse. Because instead of just being able to go through, you know, soil as it is here, it can start to corrupt rock, and then it's all kind of annoying. Because once it's kind of gone into the rock, once stone has become ebon stone, it's very difficult to get rid of. Should probably go and check my other bits of corruption to make sure they haven't been similarly compromised. Definitely a thing I'm going to need to do before I go hard. Really, before I go hard mode, I'm going to have to get all that sorted. Because I don't want to end up like my main world, which has got like 42% corruption. And trying to fix that is a pain, and it's really why I don't play on that world very much. Is I've just left it in such a mess, and I don't know how to fix it. I mean, I don't think starting new is in fact a completely decent thing. I mean, I wanted to start new for a Let's Play anyway, that was a different reason. But I'm in a situation where I genuinely don't know how to fix the world I'm in without an awful lot of tedium. You know, like, you know, digging horizontal, you know, things every, what, 80? Oh gosh, it's already gone. Now that's green. Spread of the corruption is insidious. So I have to dig really quite a lot. Maybe not quite as much as I'm doing here. But a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want it to be 6 because that's a gap of 4 and you line both sides with brick. So basically it is about a pick's worth away in terms of where you can dig. Gonna end up with a lot of clay and a lot of dirt. But, you know, it's kind of necessary. I'm definitely gonna have to check out my other quarantine zones. Clay will stop it in normal mode, but will not stop it. I don't believe it will stop it in hard mode. Mud, I know, stops it in normal mode, but does not stop it in hard mode. Basically, what happens is the corruption will gradually turn mud into dirt, and then it will corrupt the dirt. I don't know if it does the same with clay. But you know, stone brick, you know, for a fact, does not allow the spread of corruption, and so lining yourself with that is safe, will work. Such a lot of work, because otherwise you end up. I mean, you want specific areas of corruption. You don't want to actually get rid of the corruption entirely. But the thing is, I actually have enough Evanstone in my possession. Like I've got at least one entire full 999 stack of Evanstone back in my base. So if I ever feel like, oh, I need some corruption because I want to mine something that, or farm something that only comes into the corruption, I just make my own corruption zone. And I've got corrupt seeds because I've killed the Eye of Cthulhu, and that gives you corrupt seeds. So you plant some dirt, you put the corrupt seeds on, and there you go. Especially that's an especially good thing. You want that for vile mushrooms, because there's various things you want the vile mushrooms for. And so you just set up a little dirt farm, and then you mine corrupt mushrooms to your heart's content. And you can have it actually close enough to your NPCs that things don't spawn, but you don't have so much corruption that the NPCs start to get upset. Oh, look at all this. This is all over the place. Oh. So this could be a really big lump. I mean, probably this is going to turn around and then... So probably it's just this corruption tube is all the way down here. And then I'll have to come around there. I'm thinking of actually using purification powder at least down this end, just to kind of, so the ocean is nice, and also so I've got a place where I can dig through to nearly the ocean. When I do my horizontal, my railway again, the minecart track. Where am I in terms of 92 feet above, so I'm still above sea level at the moment. Using a lot of torches because I want to get quite a lot of detail about what's around me. Especially where the Evanstone is. For just lighting, you don't need anywhere near this many torches, so it's all good. That's spreading out again. Yep, there's a goblin scout down there. He's very lost. That's looking fairly... I think that's looking fairly normal. I'm trying to work out if there's corruption nearby there or anything, but I'm not seeing anything. Oh, this gets everywhere. Ugh, look at it, look at it, look at it all over the place. So much horrible corruption. It's gotta turn back at some point. It can't just go down forever. I mean, if need be, yeah, I'll just dig another elevator and cut it off that way. I mean, I prefer not cutting off any more than I absolutely need to, but you know. But actually, this does look to be where it's turning around. No, it's not. Bloody hell. Ah, die. Oh, dear me. All the corruption everywhere. Why does anyone need this much corruption? I don't know. I'll go down here, anything interesting. So, well, I guess we get started down here. Well, actually, first... make sure there's a good amount of clearance. I have a sneaking suspicion that I don't have enough clearance on some of my other zones. So I'm gonna have to go back and check them all. That'll be exciting. Trying to think if there's any other things I want to do. I don't think there are any other. I do not believe there are any more boss monsters for me to fight until hard mode. It might be worth doing the Eater of World a few more times for the money that you get. Because if I do want to go the Clentaminator route, that's going to cost quite a bit. So money, goods. Oh, Blood Moon Joy. I was hoping for some. Hoping for enough water, enough space underneath there to get rid of all this water. But no. Oh, look at all this, look at all this, look at all this. You don't need all this corruption. I mean, this particular area is already, I mean, this world has already got several, what, 4 areas of corruption? This is way too many. Who needs that much corruption, I ask you? And the answer is nobody needs it. It's just there to be aggravating. Oh, I need to find a big cavern to drain all this lot into. Go where I want you to go. I think I shall also want to build a few air holes nearer to the actual mining face here. So we'll go this way for a bit. Maybe I should go grab one of my gills potions. I'm going to be underwater a lot. Oh, that didn't work very well, did it? There you go. Where will I put my gills potion? I'll probably put it in my piggy bank because I'm an idiot. Really need to start putting the things that I might actually want to use in the safe rather than the piggy bank. Let's just grab some air. Right, so Gills potion, and we will swap to the miner's helmet because I'm not going to place any. I'm not going to be able to place any torches until such time as I manage to drain all this nonsense. Now this might be where it's curving in, so I may have found the bottom of the bottom of this particular area of corruption. Need to go down a bit. Okay, I'm clearly going to have to go underneath. I'm pointing on the screen. Clearly going to have to go, it'll have to go. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Nice to have that line. I'm clearly going to have to go. There are some shadow orbs that are just kind of sitting there. So they are going to have. I'm going to have to end up underneath them, obviously. So yeah, there we go. As soon as I put the Gills potion on, I drained the water out. So there you go. Cut back some of this. Sometimes the grappling hooks go in very weird directions, and I do not think I'm pretty sure. I'm not related to where I was actually putting, you know, my cursor and all that. So it kind of goes in some very weird direction. Get rid of all that water. Right, so now I'm going to swap back to not using my helmets. Come on. Gotta run out of this stuff at some point. This is looking... No, it's not looking promising at all. Oh, no, maybe. Oh, there we go, there's some more. Yeah, that torch was a bit premature. Basically, I should be aiming to only put torches actually on the Ebonstone, because I know that I'm not going to be mining that. Whereas I might end up mining anything else at some point. No, I don't think I'm going to sneeze. I think, no, oh, that's annoying. Oh. Oh. Got there in the end. That's the important thing. Oh, this is like the... Well, okay, no, alright. I was saying this is the deepest corruption, and it's really not. That's actually a lot deeper down there. This is actually fairly ordinarily deep corruption. But it still feels like it's going on forever. God. See, hopefully, if I have it under some vague kind of control now, is this the bottom of it? I think it must be. But I've said that before, must be said. So. The hope is that if I've got it under some vague control now, when hard mode moves around, I'm going to be able to just nuke it and have precisely as much corruption as I wanted to have, and not have it go out of control. Because having a world that's 40-odd% corrupt is a bit of a pain. And you can end up... what stuff's going on here? Alright, well... very carefully. There you go. Very careful, look on that side, and then a bit. Let's go down a level. Should be enough. Right, so there are shadow orbs and stuff in here, which it can be entertaining. Shadow orbs, even after you're bored with getting the Eater worlds, they do drop interesting things. And the smart cursor really wasn't being very smart at that point. Dig, 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 dig. And now the fun bit, which is digging upwards, which is very often more difficult than digging down. Well, digging downwards is always very easy, but digging upwards has it can be really entertaining. Plonk a torch down, because this is where the ivy whip becomes very, very handy, because you can suspend yourself in midair, in between things. In a way that's actually quite convenient. Like here, being completely, you know, attached to the, you know, this bit here probably wouldn't be that useful, but I can go in the middle and just kind of, you know, play around there. Right, what's going on here? Right. Okay, so this is a... ooh. There's a gold chest up there. Place that bloody torch, will you? Well, I shouldn't place one there because I'm about to dig it. I want that torch. I want that gold, I want that gold chest. Should probably purification powder my way up there, but I can't be bothered. A lot of demon altars. Can I get out yet? No. Right, might as well just chuck some torches out here and see what's around. What is in here? An angel statue, woo. Flare guns. Flare guns and flares. Well, I can pick up the torches, that's it. Let's put the angel statue down. Don't really care about the flare gun and flares. Nuts. What can I get rid of? Well, I can now pick up the flare gun and flares, so there you go. And then do the chest itself. And the flare gun is kind of amusing. Set things on fire. I don't know how long the flares last though. But I've already got one. I don't really care. I don't really care for it. Another angel statue. Yeah, while I'm here, I'm just gonna plonk some torches. Mostly, I'm just going to explore this little area, so I know how big it is. Oh, is that demon light ball? Yeah, I believe Demon Light all gets spread out. Yeah, you get bits of it kind of littering the landscape when you hit. Oh, this is. Oh, I can't pick it up because I've just run out of space. Let's get rid of that trident. I'm not going to be using it. I'm just going to chuck it into the. Anything else I should just chuck in here? Probably loads of things. Like that 999 dirt block I've got. Because that is just going to sit there taking up space. Hornet statue. Now that one I may actually want later on. So that's one of the ones where it actually will create. I think it's one of the ones that will actually, the monster will actually appear if I activate it with. Wow, this does go quite deep. Basically, I want to go down about there and just go straight. Then come around here, and I'm gonna use this as my, the equivalent of this bit here is going to be down here. So I'm gonna purify or carve out all this lot. Purify up till here, purify down here as much as I can. And then just probably just carve that out. I was in the middle of explaining. Oh, they're so rude. Yeah, so a lot of shadow orbs, a lot of demon altars. Let's put that hornet statue in the safe. Not as much stuff this way, as you may expect. Dig my way back down again. So at this stage, I'm going to give up the notion of being super mega precise about where we're going to go. I hate those little blocks like that where you actually can't see them. You kind of, why am I not moving? So let's dig through here. Basically, I'm just going to drain that little bit of water. And then I'm just going to basically dig straight across. So this is just going to be a nice straight run. Technically speaking, that means I'm going to be leaving some rock and dirt to be corrupted in the long term, but there are times when simplicity just makes things easier. What depth am I at? 138 feet, so I'm not going to bother with things like, does this exactly match up? I'm not bothering building a platform across or anything, because this is not for, I'm going to go up a bit though. Because this isn't about, making a travelway or anything. This is about quarantining. Oh, hell's bells. So much for that genius plan. Oh, there's always more of this stuff. Anyway, I'm going to continue on with this. Thanks for watching, and thanks for spending a little bit of time with me. While I keep me company while I get on with this. Hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Join us at nearlyenoughdice.com for our role-playing game themed podcast and blog. And until next time, dig for victory.